There we go. There we go. Okay, are we up over here? And good afternoon. We're going to be doing an afternoon stream today. We're going to be doing the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Cincinnati Reds, April 10th, 1967. Your pitchers are Bob Miller versus Jim Maloney. For the Dodgers, we're going to have Wes Parker. Looks like he's playing center field today. Ron Hunt will be the second baseman. Lou Johnson will be the right fielder. Ron Fairley is at first. Historians will know that Wes Parker took Ron Fairley's place down the road. Jim Lefevre will be the third baseman. Johnny Roseboro is our catcher. Bob Bailey is the left fielder. Gene Michael, who eventually became the manager of the Yankees, will be our shortstop, and Bob Miller is our pitcher. For the Cincinnati Reds, and yes, that is no kidding name right there. That really is Tommy Harper, who actually ended up playing for Seattle and ended up playing for the Red Sox. He will be the right fielder. Vada Pinson is the center fielder. Pete Rose is over in left. Darren Johnson will be our third baseman. Tony Perez is at first. Tommy Helms is at shortstop. Leo Cardenas is our shortstop. Tommy Helms is second baseman. I apologize. Johnny Edwards is the catcher. Jim Maloney is the pitcher. And I've learned with this game here, and you guys know I do have my feelings towards it, but I can deal with it, okay? I always transfer the starting lineup to the game in case something has happened in 1967. Right now, this case here, none. So, without further ado, okay, I've got this set for little c. Okay, so that means I'm not sure how that's going to work. If I could change it to my stolen bases, I will, and I'm going to. The jump system is nice. It allows everybody to try to steal bases they get on base. I don't mind that at all. And it is doable, and I can deal with it. Okay, here we go. Wes Parker is our first batter of the day against Jim Maloney. And here's the pitch. It's a 65. And we got a chance for the possible error for Wes Parker on a short range here. It's not going to be. And Wes Parker will foul out on the line on third base. This is being played, I believe, is at Crosley Field, I think is what it was called back then. So we'll work from there. This game, unfortunately, doesn't have the baseball dives like I wish they would. Like a few others do, you could actually really make a mess of things. Ron Hunt, he's our second baseman. And again, it's because it's the start of the season. Nobody has any batting average yet. They will in a little while. This is a 64. And Ron Hunt grounds up. Nice little bunt over to nice little chop to the pitcher, of which Malloy picks it up and throws it out to Perez. Lou Johnson is our outfielder is our right fielder today. Here's the pitch. It is a 34. And again, now the possible error he can get on. Not going to happen. He flies out deep to center field. Vada Pinson catches the ball. And at the top of the first one is a 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. And Cincinnati's up. Tommy Harper is our first batter. He's our right fielder today. Fairly decent range, I guess. None of the Reds really have a good range, it does look like. And it's a 15 for Tommy Harper. He's got a single, possible stealing base. No, not going to happen. He's on first base with a single. Singles out. He singled to left. And they held him up at first. There's one strike now on Vada Pinson. Vada Pinson is our next batter. And here's the pitch. It's a 44 to Pinson. And he's going to single. Tommy Harper's going to take third base. Will Vada Pinson get a shot at second on the jump? No, he does not. So, Tommy Harper's on third. Vada Pinson's on first. We're going to bring the infield in. The Dodgers always have had good infield throughout their history. In Los Angeles, anyway. Brooklyn's a different story. And the next batter is Pete Rose. Pete Rose, a very young outfielder back then, 1967. Here's the pitch to Pete. It's a 14. And we got a chance towards an error. No, it's not going to happen. But he sacrificed flies out to left field over to Bob Bailey. Nice sacrifice fly. Tommy Harper scores from third, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Reds. Vada Pinson holds first. Darren Johnson, our third baseman. Sorry about that. I take that back. I apologize. Here's the pitch. And I gave him a ball, depending on the pitcher. And he pops out to the shortstop. Vada Pinson still stays on first, 2 away. Tony Perez is our batter. First base, Cincinnati Reds. Well known for later in history. And he fouls out to the catcher. That is a 3 outs. After the first 1 run, 2 hits for Cincinnati. No runs to the Dodgers. And Ron Fairley is our first batter in the second. Here's the pitch by Jim Maloney. It's going to be a 14 pitch. And Ron Fairley flies out to Pete Rose in the top of the second for the first out of the second inning. And Jim Lefevre is playing third base. He's normally a second baseman in his career. He's going to pitch. Here it goes, a 42, and he is struck out by Maloney. Nice wicked curve. Tommy Helms playing second base again. Johnny Roseborough is our catcher. Anybody remembers the history? In 1965, he was involved in the incident with Juan Marichal, probably costing the San Francisco Giants the pennant because of that baseball bat incident. And here's the pitch to Roseborough to 56. He will strike out. And Jim Maloney has 2 strikeouts, and that's the end of the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning again for the Dodgers. We're at the bottom of the second inning. Tommy Helms is our batter, second baseman, Cincinnati Reds. And here we go. And he grounds out from the third to first base. Nice, good ground out. Nice pickup by Lefevre. Leo Cardenas, our shortstop. And just to show what I have here, and I can do this. Move it over here real quick. Okay. Like I said, there's our bats in the first game. Actually, for the first, this, by the way, this is the first game since they always held the home game on opening day. They'd won this game 6-1. Go back to our dash. I'll be looking at this dash about every inning or so, guys. So I do apologize for that because I can't get the MP3 to close that to shrink for me. I'd love to see it happen. But Leo Cardenas, here we go. It's a 51. And he pops out to the third baseman. Lefevre, that is 2 away. Johnny Edwards, our catcher. Switch hitter. And here's the pitch. He'll be batting left-handed today. A 13. He has a ball. He's got another chance. 54. Possible chance for an error. Not going to happen. And he flies out to our right fielder. Excuse me. For Lou Johnson. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Cincinnati. Top of the third. Bob Bailey is the batter. Playing left field today. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout from Maloney. It's his third of the game. Gene Michael, shortstop, LA Dodgers, 1967. Had a batting average, by the way, of I just caught this, of 245 plate appearances. On base percentage of 246. He's not one of the better hitters out there. And he strikes out. Bob Miller will be our batter. And of course, with the way I play the game, it's 5 runs, 5 innings minimum for the starting pitchers. That way, we can play the relievers all we want. And here's the pitch from Maloney to his fellow compatriot. It's a 13. And he grounds out Cardenas over to Perez for the third out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Jim Maloney is our pitcher. And according to my stats I've got here, he had a huge slugging percentage of 217. On base percentage of 157. So he at least hit a couple of doubles in there, possibly. Here's the pitch. And he grounds out over to our shortstop, Gene Michael, over to Ron Fairley, and it's a good quick 6-3 score that out there. Tommy Harper back to the top of the order for the Cincinnati Reds. Tommy Harper is 1 for 1 today. Has scored the only run so far for the Reds. Here's the pitch. It's a 36. Chance for an error. Not going to happen. And he pops out to our second baseman, Ron Hunt. And Nice little quick easy pop up to him. Vada Pince is our next batter. Vada Pince is also 1 for 1. He moved Harper over to third in our first inning. And here's our pitch to Pinson. It's a 45. He walks. He gets the walk. Is he going to get the stolen base? No, he's not. He will remain at first base. Pete Rose has the only RBI of the game so far. Here's the pitch by Miller. It is a 63. And he flies out dead center field. Nice catch again by Wes Parker, who's not used to playing that position. He's normally a first baseman by trade. Surprised the Dodgers did this. And at the end of 3, it is a 1-0 ball game for Cincinnati. Our next batter is Wes Parker, top of the 4th. Jim Maloney, 4 strikeouts, 3 innings pitched so far. Here's the pitch. It is a single. It's the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. Stolen base? No, but Wes Parker is on first. Dodgers have got their first hit of the game. Ron Hunt is up, our second baseman today. And if my memory serves right, this is the same Ron Hunt that holds all sorts of records for hit batsmen in a season. Don Baylor holds it for a career. I believe that's what it was. Ron Hunt, here we go, 23 for him. And he gets the fielder's choice. He'll remain on first base. He will probably not get the stolen base. Can't get the jump. And Parker's out on second to short on a quick forced play, so it must be the slow ball going. Lou Johnson, 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And interesting fielder's choice. It went over from first to shortstop to second base. Lou Johnson, who gets on base. And again, we have 2 fielder choice plays. I don't believe they count. I'm not sure they count as plate as at bats or not. I'll have to look that up in the spot score when I get down to the half inning. Ron Fairley is 0 for 1. And in the second inning, he flew out to the left fielder Pete Rose. And here's the pitch. And a third fielder's choice of the inning. This time shortstop to second. Everybody was out at second base. And that's the end of the top of the 4th. At the end of 3.5, it is 1-0 Reds. Then we're going to take a look and see if these counted as at bats. And yes, they did. I had to ask and I had to look. Okay, so I could check. There's all our putouts for the day so far. The Dodgers with a couple of assists. The Reds are just having a field day over here. Not a lot of unassisted today for the Reds. Okay. And whoops, I didn't mean to do that, guys. Sorry about that. Back to our game. Darren Johnson's our batter. He is 0 for 1. And his first time up, I gotta find him now. Believe it was in the first inning. Actually is. He is the one who popped up. Wrong Johnson popped up. I apologize, guys, profusely. I apologize. It was Darren Johnson of the Reds who popped out to the shortstop. He popped out to Gene Michael. Here's the pitch by Bill Miller, or Bob Miller. It's 62. And here's the chance. There's always a chance for the air to pop in there. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But Johnson does it. Grounds out, 3 unassisted, which has Ron Fairley scooping up the grounder and strolling over to first base, gets the out. Tony Perez, first time up. He fouled out to the catcher. Nice little easy pop up. Here's the pitch. 14. Again, another possible chance for an error. And it very rarely happens, by the way, in these rolls. 11, 12, I very rarely get for this kind of stuff. He flies out to the left fielder. Bob Bailey makes it 2 away. Nice stretch run for Bailey. Wish we could have seen it. Tommy Helms, our second baseman. He is 0 for 1. First time up. He grounded out across the field from Lefevre over to Fairley, and here's the pitch. 42. And he strikes out. That is Miller's first. It's Miller's first strikeout of the game. Top of the 5th. We got a tight one going here. I'm enjoying this. Leo Cardenas, or Jim Lefevre, is our batter. He is also first time up. He popped out and followed to our third baseman. And here's the pitch. It's a 36. And he is going to strike out. That is Maloney's 5th strikeout of the game. Johnny Roseboro, who's up. And he struck out his first time up. Along with Lefebvre the first time up. And here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Sorry about that. I was looking at Cardinals. I apologize. My eyes are not working correctly today. I do take that back. I apologize. Roseboro is going to get a base hit. And he's going to be held at first base. Single over to left center. Vada Pinson picks the ball up, scoops it back into the infield real quick. Roseboro's held at first on a single. Our next batter is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey today is 0 for 1. He had first time up. He struck out. Matter of fact, Maloney struck out 4 in a row. Here's the pitch to Bailey. It's a 12. Double play. Grounds out over 2. Helms who throws it to Cardenas. Back to Perez. Easy peasy double play for the Reds. They get out of the inning. And Bob Miller's in his lower grade. I am going to keep him in because they're both. I got the way these are going today. He is pitching gems. So we're going to leave him in until it gets bad. How's that sound today, folks? Leo Cardenas start batter for the Reds. It's a 23 on the first pitch, and it's a quick ground ball over to Ron Hunt. Throws it over to Fairley for the first out of the 5th inning. And our next batter, Johnny Edwards. He is 0 for 1 today. First time up. He flew out to our right fielder, Ron Johnson, and here's the pitch. He grounds a nice quick ball, batted up, scooped up by Miller himself, throws over the first, and there are now 2 away. Maloney is our batter at the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 game. Maloney is up. Here's the pitch. 66. He's going to get a chance, and anytime I get a 0 count here, as everybody knows the game, it's never a good thing. He gets a 31. He gets a double, Maloney, because the game does not allow me to throw home runs if they never hit one, which kind of bites, guys. Sorry. It does, because even though our other games, we can always get a home run from anybody who has never had one before. It's just that it's a 1 in 1,000 chance. Maloney, though, gets a double. We'll give it to him on that. He gets a double to right center. Nice one. Got in between the gaps. Hit the gap, hit the wall, and he gets a double. Tommy Harper is 1 for 2 today. Popped out the last time to the second baseman. Here's the pitch. It is a 24. And he strikes out. Ends the inning. At the end of 5, it is Red Sox 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The LA Dodgers, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Jim Maloney's back on the mound. Our first batter is Gene Michael. Gene Michael, the first time up. He struck out. Here's the pitch to Michael. It is a 16. And he grounds out. Shortstop to third. Nice play by Cardenas. Bob Miller's pitching is batting. We're going to leave him in. It's still early enough in the game we can do that. Here's the pitch to Miller. 62. He's got a chance to get on. And he won't make it. It is going to be a ground out again. Tony Perez just scoops up the ball. Walks over to the bag. Does it himself. As we know, pitchers really aren't going to try to run fast because they got to try to save their energy. Next batter is Wes Parker. Wes Parker is 1 for 2. Last time up, he got the first Dodger hit of the game. Here's the pitch. It's a 25. And he gets another hit. Here's a chance for a stolen base. Not going to happen. He is on first again, so he does a nice light single to center field. Pinson throws it in, holds Parker up. Ron Hunt, 0 for 2. Last time up was a fielder's choice. Here's our pitch to him. 61. He is hit by a pitch. He is hit by the pitcher. And that's his first hit bats in the game. First hit bats in the season. Ron Hunt will take first. Glaring over Maloney, but he's gotten so used to it over the years, it's not really even a glare anymore. He's more like just a huge sigh. Wes Parker's up at second base, the first threat of the game for the Dodgers, with a runner on second. Lou Johnson, sweet Lou Johnson, is up. Here's the pitch. 26. And he strikes out. That's Maloney's 6th of the game. And here we go. Veda Pencil, next batter. I can look up Johnson, by the way. I can see his. I want to see what if he really did have a nickname. I think he did. They don't have it in here, so I can't say it. But I thought it was. I believe it's Sweet Lou. I wasn't sure. And here we go, guys. Okay, first batter up in the bottom of the 6th inning is Veda Pinson. Here's the pitch. It's a 54 by Miller. Chance for him to get on base. Will it happen? Not today, folks. He flies out to our right fielder, Lou Johnson. One away at the bottom of the 6th. Pete Rose. Last time up for Pete Rose. And let me find him. I got him in the 3rd inning, which is probably right. He flew out to the center fielder. Here's the pitch. It's a 64. And he strikes out. That's Miller's 3rd strikeout of the game. Darren Johnson, here's our batter. Here he goes. It's a 54. And he flies out also to Lou Johnson. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. It's still a 1-0 game. A great pitcher's duel for opening day in the National League. And our next batter is Ron Fairley, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. It's a 21. He flies out to Pete Rose. That's one away in the top of the 7th. Lefever's up. He is 0 for 2. Last time up, he struck out. Here's the pitch to Lefever. It's a 16. And ground ball over to our shortstop Carter. Scoops it right up. Flips it over to Perez. 2 away. Johnny Roseborough, our catcher. And he is 1 for 2. He does have one of the hits for the Dodgers. He singled in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. 24. And he is struck out. I believe that is Maloney's 7th strikeout of the game. We are now in the bottom of the 7th. Tony Perez. This has been a tight ball game, folks. This has been definitely a nail-biter. Great pitching going on both sides. Best way to start the 1967 baseball season in the National League. Tony Perez is our batter. Here's the pitch. It's a 52. And this is heading over to Lefever, who scoops it up on the line. Throws over to Fairley, and gets Perez out by a step. Tommy Helms, our second baseman. Last time up, Tommy Helms, I believe he did. He struck out in the 4th. Here's the pitch. It's a 45. And he walks. He's got a chance for a stolen base. Going to make the attempt. Doesn't get it. He is on first base with the walk. That is Miller's 2nd walk, and I believe that's the first Reds. No, I take that back because Maloney did double in the 5th. First regular Reds batter to make a base. Leo Cardenas, last time up. He grounded out in the 5th inning. Grounded out to the second baseman. Here's the pitch. It is a 54. Chance for possible error. 23. Now he flies out to our right fielder Johnson, and that's going to be 2 away. And Johnny Edwards, our catcher. Anybody knows he played 80 games in 1967. Back then, they had 2 catchers playing for each team. They were both starters to try to protect their equipment and also try to protect their health, which is why they did this. So that's why you always do when you look at catchers. If you look at the catcher stats, you'll see that most catchers, if they played over 100 games, you're lucky. And here's pitch to Johnny Edwards, 25. And he singles. We got the runners on first and second. On an infield hit, runner advance over to second base. Jim Maloney is batting. Yes, there is 2 out, and it's the bottom of the 7th. I can't let him go, guys. I do apologize. Not this time. Not in a tight 1-0 game. Maloney is still in there. Okay? They cannot hit and run. He cannot bunt to hit. Here's the pitch. It's a 51. And Maloney strikes out. Ends the inning. We're in the top of the 8th. Everybody's still pitching a great game. That's why the D ratings are staying. That's why I still believe these guys ought to come up with an E rating and it automatically says stop. But right now, I don't want to stop either one of these players. Maloney has 7 strikeouts so far on 3 hits. He's pitching brilliant. Bob Bailey is our batter. Last time up for Bailey, he went to a double play and hit to a 4-6-3 double play. Here's the pitch. It is a 44. And he gets a single finally. And here goes the chance of the stolen base. Doesn't get it. He is on first base, though. Nice, great single to left center. Next batter is Gene Michael. And we're going to try to attempt to see if he can bunt his way over to second. Here's the pitch to Michael. It's a 53. And we have got a break. It's an error. We have an error. Pitcher fumbles the bunt. Jim Maloney throws out the bunt. It is an error on the pitcher for the catch. Bob Billy advances to second. Gene Michael does advance to first. The pitcher, Bob Miller's up. We are going to a pinch hitter on a 1-0 game. We have some hitters out here. We have Willie Davis, who in 1966 batted. Basically, he had a slight percentage of 367. Does not show his batting average because this is 1967. We have Dick Schofield, who we all know. He was decent. Willie Crawford, Jim Campanis. Okay, we are pitching up against the right-hander. I believe it is a right-hander. Jim Maloney. We're going to bring in Willie Davis, who's probably our better hitter, and we're going to bring him in to pinch hit. And Willie Davis will be coming up to bat. And here is the pitch from Willie Davis. Here's the pitch. It's a 24. He strikes out. Maloney held tough and struck him out as his 8th strikeout of the game. Wes Parker is our batter. He's 2 for 3 today. Has hit singles his last 2 times up. Another chance to go for it. 1 away. I guess we could either try for the bunt or hit and run. Let's see if we can get him on the base first, because Parker does hit. And he has been today. It is a 52 for Parker. And it is a ground out third. There's a slow ground ball over to third base. Johnson picks it up, throws over to Perez for the out. Bailey and Michael both advance. There are 2 away. Ron Hunt is our batter. This is getting good, guys. This is getting very good. Ron Hunt, who's 0 for 2, last time up, he was hit by the pitch by Maloney. Here's the pitch. It is a 25, and he singles, 2-run score. They're coming around the corner. And the Dodgers pick up a 2-run lead, a 2-1 lead. Ron Hunt with a clutch single over first base, out towards the right field side, heads out towards the foul ground. Umpire signal is single, and both Miller and Bailey both scored. It's 2-1 the Dodgers. On a great clutch hit by Ron Hunt. 2 away. Jim Maloney is still pitching. If he's going to finish out the inning, it is a 12. And Johnson, fielder choice over 2 from second to short, and that's 3 away. And at the end of 7.5 innings, it is 2-1 the Dodgers. Hold on. Let's take a look, see if there's anybody important. No, it's nobody important. Okay. And the Reds are coming up to bat. Bottom of the 8th. It is Tommy Harper, who's our batter now. This game is just now got a quick turn to lose across the field. Tommy Harper with a 15. Whoop. No, Willie Davis is not the pitcher. Hang on, I got to take that back. We're at the top of the 8th. Now we're back in the old days when they used to be able to pitch. I've got 2 of them in here, including a very young Don Sutton. Okay? Now, according to the game, let me back this up. According to the game, and I will try to play by the game if I can here, guys. Okay? The next pitcher would be Ron Peronowski. So, that is who we're going to bring in. Ron Peronowski. He'll be our pitcher for the 8th inning, for the bottom of the 8th. Nice little double click. He'll be the new pitcher. Ron Peronowski will be our new pitcher. And for anybody who wants to see for the records here, let's take a look real quick, okay? Mr. Peronowski in 1966, because that's where I was starting this out, was 6-7, finished 33 games, had 6 saves. He was 6 with an ERA of 3.18. That's a 66 record. Okay, 67 doesn't count because we're playing it ourselves. Yeah. Okay, Tommy Harper's the batter against Ron Peronowski. Here's the pitch. It's a 52 to Harper. And he grounds out shortstop to first, or third to first from Lefevre to Fairley. We've had quite a few of those 5-3 plays today, gang. We are now in the... Oh, you know, I almost forgot, guys. I apologize. Hold on here. I apologize. God, I am sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I apologize. I missed all you guys. I thought I'd do a quickie one here. We got a nice 2-1 game going on. Having a great time with the game. I'm having a good time with MP3. All you guys already know my complaints. I'm not going to complain. This has turned out to be an excellent ball game. Again, I apologize, guys. I really do. I don't know if you've ever heard my Johnny Roseboro story about 1965. Yeah, I don't think he ever recovered from 1965, guys. I really don't. Data Pinson. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch by Peronowski. It's a 26, and he grounds out Lefevre to Fairley. Getting very good. Pete Rose, our batter. He is 0 for 2. Last time up, he struck out in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. 64 to Rose, and he strikes out again. And Peronowski has held. Maloney is going to be coming out of the game in this game here. We're going to bring in Cincinnati's pitcher. Let's see who we had. I do believe Cincinnati also had a relief pitcher in the game. And yes, we did. The pitcher is going to be Ted Abernathy. I don't know if any of you guys remember him or not. Very great reliever. He ended up, I think he finished with the Cubs, if I remember right. He was in Cincinnati. He did go to the Cubs in '69. He was one of the clutch pitchers there before they went to their chokehold in 1969. And here we go, guys. Ted Abernathy, though, will be coming in to pitch. I remember having his baseball card, guys. Try not to laugh. I used it for a sound machine on my bicycle. Till I had about 6 of them, along with, oh God, what's his name? Dennis Mankey or something like that with Houston. And here's our first pitch for Abernathy. It's a 66. This got a chance. Here goes Fairley. It's a 22. Got a chance to reduce it to a double. That's not going to happen. And Fairley smacks one out over the right field fence. Makes it 3-1. Way to go, Abernathy. Yeah! Right off the bat. Lefevre is our batter. Can you tell him a homegrown one? Home team announcer. Yes, I am. Lefevre. He's up. He's 0 for 3 today. Last time up. He ground out short to first. Here it goes. A 24. He strikes out. That's Abernathy's first strikeout. Johnny Roseboro, 1 for 3. Last time out. He also, I believe, let's take a look, see what he did here. He struck out in the 7th. Here's the pitch. 51. He strikes out. There's 2 strikeouts for Abernathy. Bob Bailey. And no, I don't think that's our 1978 Bob Bailey, guys. I really don't. I saw that at Al. Okay? And I can pick him. I can look him up real quick, and I'll do that real fast. Right after the end of the top to here. Okay? Here's the pitch to Bob Bailey, who was 0-1 for 3. It's a 53. And it's a soft line drive, real easy catch to Tommy Helms, and it ends the inning. But the damage has been done. It is 1-0 on a home run by Ron Fairley. 3-1 on a home run by Ron Fairley. And Honey Bunny's home. Hi, Honey Bunny. My cat, my girlfriend just left me. She ran away because Mommy's home. Bob Bailey is our Bob Bailey, guys. Believe it or not, it's our Bob Bailey. It's our Bob Bailey. Honey Bunny wants to know I'm talking to, so hang on, guys. All these guys, honey.
Oh, okay.
It is our Bob Bailey from 1978. All right, guys. Whoever found him, good for you. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 3-1 game. Peronowski is still out there. We're going to leave him out there to finish the game up and hopefully Darren Johnson, who is 0 for 3 today. The last time up, it was a fielder's choice, I believe it was. Let me look here real quick. Ron Johnson. It was... Oh, God. That's the last time he hit. He flew out in the 6th inning to the right fielder. Here's our pitch to Johnson. It is a 56. And he has struck out. Peronowski's second strikeout in our game. Top bottom of the 9th. Peronowski's been lowered, but at this stage of their game, who cares? Tony Perez. Last time out, he grounded out to the third baseman. Jim Lefevre. Here we go. A 42. He has been struck out by Peronowski. Brings it down to Tommy Helms. Tommy Helms is 0 for 2. Last time out, he walked. Here's the pitch. It is a 62. We got a chance he might be able to get on base. Guys, it's a fairly unassisted, very, very common play. And that is the ball game. The Dodgers do take the Reds 3-1. Let me do my thing. And I always do this, guys. So for the dates, I just need to put it in the right box. There we go. And they're going to ask me my questions here. Peronowski is going to get the save. He did have the Peronowski. Abernathy did not get a blown save. And I'm going to include this, so I'm sorry about that. Okay. And for our game here, for our synopsis, Bob Miller got the win, 1-0. Gave up 1 run, 1 earned run in the very first inning on a sacrifice fly. 7 innings pitched, walked 2, struck out 4, faced 27 batters. Peronowski came in the 8th, faced 6 batters, struck out 3, got the save. Excellent, excellent game. And the losing pitcher, Jim Maloney, pitched 8 good innings, no complaints. 2 runs on 5 hits, struck out 8. 1 hit Batman, he hit Hunt. And we know about Ron Hunt too, guys. Tab Abernathy came in, gave up a home run off the bat, then proceeded to strike out 2 of the 3 next batters. He faced 4 of them. Our hitting star, Wes Parker, went 2 for 4 for the Dodgers, but he wasn't really the true hitting star. The real actual hitting star was Ron Hunt with his 2 RBIs. 3 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 home run. Ron Fairley hit it. 3 RBIs. They were struck out 10 times by the Reds, by the way, which is about good pitching back then, if everybody remembers. This is almost the year of the pitcher. 7 assists in their play, 4 of them by Jim Lefevre. Ron Fairley had the most putouts with Johnny Roseboro, of which only 4, actually 7 were strikeouts. 1 was a play. For the Reds, 4 hits were scattered across the game. 1 run, 4 hits. Tommy Harper got the only run, again, on Pete Rose's sacrifice fly, as you can see from here. Johnny Edwards had 10 strikeouts, at 10 putouts for the strikeouts. The Cincinnati Reds total had 11 assists. 5 from Cardinals. Good ground ball game here for the Reds. Maloney's definitely had a ground ball game going. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks by the Reds. This is a category I like. They all were involved in that 4-6-3 double play, so they all get a hit for it in the game. Now, I learned something real quick, guys. I can do this. We're going to put the box scores vertical. I now have the entire box score on file if I needed it back, and it's even better. I like this better than the other one. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to save it. I've got it saved as Notepad. Dodgers Reds, so I'm going to put that as 410. It'll stay here in my box scores. I like this. And that was there if I need to go back and... Oh, I get to keep them too. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, don't do that. Hold on, I got one in there already. 1967. D-O-D-G-O. Dodgers. Reds. Underscore Reds. Sorry, guys, for the delay here. Reds. 4-10-1967. Save. There we go. All set. I like the way this is done. I got all my statistics. A very, very well played game, guys. Very well played. Oh, God. Jester. Jester. This is not the Red Sox and their shenanigans. Or the Cardinals and their shenanigans. Or the Royals and Bo Jackson and his shenanigans. This is the Reds and the Dodgers. This is 1967 before they caught Pete Rose. Guys, I thank you guys for showing up. I do apologize. National Pastime, I can't get the board to shrink so I can see you guys. I can see everybody's chat. Because I'd love to chat with you guys. I thank you very much. Who is up next so I can watch? That's what I'm looking for. Who is up next? As always, I want to thank everybody here, including Jester, Eric, Al, three of the guys who got me into this in the first place and talked me into this. I can't believe it. And here I am doing it. I was afraid to do this stuff. Thank you guys very, very much. Very much. And who's next? Again, I thank you. I'll probably come back on later on tonight. And if anybody has requests for either MP3 or Digital Diamond, I will come out and try it. Just let me know. I've got 4 years running at MP3 that I've released. So I got 1929, 1956, 1967, 1978, and of course Digital Diamond I have 1978 only running right now. I still want to figure out what I'm going to do with that yet. Again, thank you guys very much. I'll be looking forward to seeing you again, and I'll be looking forward to the next game. Thank you.